Welcome to Alice Just Alice 55. You're listening to an AI-narrated audiobook version of my original story, The Unclaimed Werewolf, an Unbound Wolves novel, written by Alice N. Smith. Chapter 17, Where Traffic Finds a Path. Nora chased the third man off her land before the sun cleared the trees. He hadn't crossed the boundary, hadn't been stupid enough for that. But he'd lingered just close enough that his scent clung to the ground like a challenge. She drove him back, with nothing more than presence and teeth, her patience already thin from the two who'd come before him. By the time the forest went quiet again, her jaw ached from holding it tight. Morsel circled once around her, nose to the ground, then came back to her side. He didn't whine, didn't bark. He just stayed close, shoulder brushing her calf, as steady as he always was. "This is getting old," she muttered. The forest, predictably, did not care. She turned away from the boundary and started deeper into her territory, irritation buzzing under her skin. The visits weren't slowing. If anything, they were coming closer together. Barely enough time between one scent and the next for the ground to forget. They weren't accidents anymore. They were attempts. She had gone less than a mile when a familiar scent reached her. She stopped, controlled, restrained. Familiar now, whether she liked it or not. Alpha. She exhaled slowly through her nose and changed direction. Brooks stood just beyond her boundary when she reached him, exactly where he had the sense to stay. Hands visible, feet planted, not posturing. Morsel stopped beside her, hackles lifting slightly, gaze fixed on Brooks's legs as if measuring distance. "You're back," she said flatly. "I said I would be. You weren't invited. I know." That alone kept her from snapping at him. She studied him for a moment. He looked tired, not injured, not shaken, just worn down in a way that had nothing to do with her. "Spit it out," she said. "I've already chased 3 of them off this morning." His mouth tightened. "That's why I'm here." Her eyes narrowed. "You brought them." "No," Brooks said. She scoffed. "Funny how they all keep coming from the same direction." "Yes," he agreed. "That would be my territory." That landed. She stared at him, then past him, orienting herself. North, always north. "So they're passing through you," she said. "Yes." "And you've just been letting them?" His jaw flexed. "I've been dealing with them. It's becoming a problem." That earned him a sharper look. "For you?" she said. "For both of us," he replied. "They don't linger politely on my land either." She turned away, pacing a short line along the boundary, bare feet pressing into the soil as she ground her heel down with each step. Morsel moved with her, watchful, silent. "They're not stopping," she said. "No, and you can't stop them." "No." She stopped and faced him again. "So why are you here?" "Because I can slow them," Brooks said. "And because you shouldn't have to deal with all of them." She waited. "They have to cross my land to reach you," he continued. "I can't forbid them from trying, but I can decide how easy I make it." Her lips curved faintly. "Meaning?" "I scare off the weak ones," he said. "The stupid ones. The ones who think persistence counts as strength. And the rest?" "I limit access," Brooks said. "Specific times. No wandering, no surprises. If they want to approach you, they do it on terms we both understand." She considered that. Predictable movement. Fewer interruptions. Space to breathe. "You're offering to manage the mess," she said. "I'm offering to contain it." "And what do you want in return?" she asked. Brooks didn't hesitate. Stability. She snorted. You won't get peace. I'll settle for fewer headaches. That, at least, made sense. Fine, she said. Thin them out. Funnel the rest. If one shows up outside whatever rules you decide on, I'll handle it, he said. And if one slips through anyway? Her smile was all teeth. Then he learns. Brooks inclined his head, understood. For a moment that was that. She turned back toward the trees, already done, Morcell falling into step without being called. Then we're finished, she said. Almost, Brooks replied. She paused just long enough to look back at him. There's one more thing, he said, tone unchanged, as if the thought had only just occurred to him. For the record, she waited. I am presenting myself as a suitor, Brooks said. Formally. I won't approach outside the times I set. I won't cross your land without permission. And you don't owe me an answer. The words landed oddly, not heavy, not charged, administrative, like a box being checked. She stared at him, caught off balance despite herself. You decided that just now? She asked. No, he said. I just remembered to say it. That earned him a short, incredulous laugh. Get out of my territory, she said. He nodded. Of course. Brooks turned and walked away without another word. Nora stood there longer than she meant to, watching his back disappear into the trees. Morcell looked up at her, ears pricked. Huh, she said finally. Then she turned and went home.